The cultural phenomenon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back with an all-new season coming to Hulu May 15th.
Where is everyone at? Mom Talk has gotten to a really hostile point.
Demi's willing to kick Jesse out of the group.
I feel like I'm working into a lion's den.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Mom Talk is turning on each other left and right.
The police are here. I can't see this going any other way but a pure bloodbath.
This is so toxic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, streaming on Hulu May 15th.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
On today's episode, we are discussing Love in the Clouds, which originally premiered on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, May 10th, 2025. It's currently streaming on the Hallmark Plus streaming platform. If you haven't seen it yet, you can hang out with us when the podcast is over, or right now, follow us on Instagram where we are Girls Gone Hallmark.
Hey, jump into our Girls Gone Hallmark Facebook group. You can find it in Facebook groups, Girls Gone Hallmark.
We are always gathering feedback for our next listener mailbag segment. And yeah, that includes voicemails now. So you can email us at girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com. Or if you're feeling brave, you can drop us a voicemail. We love your voicemails. And the phone number for that is 949-329-8090. And we'll leave that in the show notes. You don't need to remember it. You know, at the end of every episode, I ask our listeners to leave a rating and a review. And on the last one of the recent episodes, I mentioned that I had a little bit of a goal to hit this year. And I would like to thank the listener who left the following review with the headline of Meeting the Yearly Goal. This review is 5 stars from Jupiter, Jen. After hearing y'all on Deck the Hallmark a while back, I came over and became a listener. It's fun to compare the takes. Sometimes us girls understand these movies in a way guys just can't. Also, I'm in your generation and relate to so many things you say. Facebook member too. Keep it up. Look forward each week.
Generation makes me feel OLD.
We are who we are.
I'm excited that we got a listener from our friends over at Deck the Hallmark.
Me too.
So thanks.
Thank you for your rating and your review. We love them so much.
In your generation. Way to make a girl feel old.
Relatable. We're relatable.
I like that.
Hey, let's hear a synopsis of Love in the Clouds.
Reporter Brooklyn travels to the balloon fiesta to meet hot air balloon pilot Jared, who offers romantic balloon rides but is closed off to love himself. I heard that deep sigh, Megan.
I'm going to tell you right now, this entire week is rough.
Really?
Love in the Clouds was directed by Larry McLean. Larry has 28 directing credits, including a Billy Ray Cyrus-led television series called Doc. Who knew? A Hallmark Christmas movie from 2013 called Christmas with Tucker, and 14 episodes of the series Sue Thomas FBI, which we are reviewing as part of our First Impressions series coming later this month.
Lisa Hepner wrote the script for Love in the Clouds. She's no stranger to the feel-good genre, with 7 writing credits to her name, including Sappy Holiday and Christmas Loves Anonymous. All Hallmark-adjacent projects.
Hallmark-esque. Mackenzie Westmore plays Brooklyn in Love in the Clouds. She's racked up 21 acting credits, most notably starring in over 1,100 episodes of the soap Passions, plus a stint on All My Children and a few appearances in the Star Trek universe. This is her first appearance on Hallmark.
Remember how we just talked about Passions with Jesse Metcalfe?
Yeah.
I was floored when I saw that she was in over over 1,000 episodes of a soap I've never even heard of before.
You don't remember?
2 weeks ago.
I remember it being a real weird, an odd soap. And what's so funny, I told you this, but we saw Jesse Metcalfe on Chesapeake Shores. He was then on one of my favorite radio shows, Jeff Lewis Live.
Just by coincidence.
By coincidence.
And you enjoyed his interview?
He was promoting a skincare line.
What?
Yeah.
Jesse Metcalfe has a skincare line?
I can't remember the name of it. We'll link it in the show notes.
Interesting. Paul Greene takes on the role of Jared with 45 acting credits. Hallmark fans will likely recognize him as Dr. Carson Shepard from When Calls the Heart. He's also been in Hallmark favorites like Christmas CEO, My Favorite Wedding, and Anything for Love.
Primetime Emmy Award nominee Gail O'Grady plays Jane with 109 acting credits. Gail is best known for her role as Donna in the long-running series NYPD Blue. She has starred in everything from Ally McBeal, American Dreams, Revenge, and Criminal Minds.
Lorenzo Lamas plays Brad with an impressive 127 acting credits. He's had major roles in shows like Falcon Crest, Renegade, Air America, and The Bold and the Beautiful. He's even lent his voice to the animated series Phineas and Ferb.
Love in the Clouds was originally titled Love in the Air. The movie was filmed in Albuquerque, New Mexico in December 2024. Let's take a quick break and we'll come right back with our first impressions of Love in the Clouds.
The cultural phenomenon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back with an all-new season coming to Hulu May 15th.
Where is everyone at? Mom talk has gotten to a really hostile point.
Demi's willing to kick Jesse out of the group.
I feel like I'm walking into a lion's den.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Mom talk is turning on each other left and right.
The police are here. I can't see this going any other way but a pure bloodbath.
This is so toxic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives streaming on Hulu May 15th.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Deep breath. Wendy, what is your first impression of Love in the Clouds?
My first impression is, what in the world was Hallmark thinking when they acquired this one?
Just really going for it.
I don't have nice things to say, guys. Buckle up.
My first impression is silence your dang cell phone, Brooklyn.
Oh, that's such a interesting take on a movie that was terrible.
I know, but it kept going off at inopportune times. The woman is a reporter. Do you think in the middle of a segment she can have her phone like It was giving Love Actually and Laura Linney, and I wanted her to just put it on silent. That is boomer behavior right there, keeping your phone ringing.
Is this chick a boomer?
I don't think so. My point is silence your phone.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Well, I think like me, your likes segment might be small.
I have just 3 things.
Well, that's more than I have. Let's hear it.
Okay. The first one is, the best thing I liked about this movie were the balloons in Albuquerque. It added some much needed visual stimuli
100%
to this. And I was excited to learn that this balloon fiesta is an actual thing.
Yeah, that's my number one like. The balloon footage, great. I liked how the hot air balloon news segment, that was the most interesting part to me. We learn about how balloons fly, why Albuquerque, New Mexico is good for ballooning. Are you laughing at how balloons fly?
I'm laughing that this is our biggest takeaway from this movie.
Well, that was the most enjoyable part for me. And I thought, well, that makes sense. Like, hot air ballooning terrifies me. I will never do it. But it was helpful to learn that the predictable weather patterns in Albuquerque are what make this a place where ballooning is popular.
Speaking of that B-roll, I noticed they had the balloon, the actual, I don't even know what, the balloon part was like laid out on the ground, right? And then they had the basket tipped over. I was like, how do you get into it? You don't climb into it when it's tipped over sideways.
No, I think you get like hoisted up. So maybe they have like a little stool, but I think they have a stool.
And then I was wondering, is the balloon pilot plus like his secondhand man that was helping, and then let's just say like the two people at the top of the movie that was are all four of those people in the balloon basket?
I think. Where else would they be?
Well, I don't know if like the secondhand man is also in the basket at the same time.
I think you only need one pilot.
Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe the guy was like on the ground helping like, you know, like land it.
There's nothing, you know, if you were paying close attention, you would know that once you're in the air, there's nothing to be done. All you can do is go up and down. You cannot control anything other than going up or going down.
Yeah, but then when they're landing, is there like, you know, like when an actual airplane lands, like there's like a person to like direct?
You should see Wendy with her airplane hand signals right now.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Do you ever see TikToks with the people doing like bringing in the airplanes?
No, stressful. I don't like flying. I don't need to.
They're not bringing. They're like parking the planes. There's not a person on the runway landing the planes like that.
No,
it's only when they're parking or backing up. No, they don't help it land. And when they landed the basket, the balloon, you saw it. He's like, it's going to be rough. Nothing we can do about it. Like, just brace for impact, basically. So the only thing the person on the ground can do is drive the truck to the pickup location.
Okay, here's my other question. If all these people are in this small little basket and say like this couple that gets engaged at the beginning of this movie.
Yeah, you're like hip to hip.
Yeah.
That's
like,
not
excuse me, we're having a romantic moment, and then like
guy's like,
pilot Jared is right here. Yeah, that just seems bizarre to me. Like, I've never been on a hot air balloon. I have no desire to. I would watch from the ground. I think that looks cool.
It was very pretty from the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want me to go on with my likes?
Sure.
Paul Greene as Jared. Clearly, easily the standout in this movie. I feel like he has a warmth and he has a nice smile. I liked him, but I thought everything else about this movie was just nonsense.
Yeah, I liked Paul Greene too. There was so much to distract from Paul Greene in this movie. Paul Greene is enjoyable, but it's not enough. I liked the inclusion of Paws and Stripes, an actual organization that pairs veterans with service dogs, and it is an organization based in Albuquerque. So they gave them a nice little shout out during the Balloon Festival fair. I like that. Well done.
Was that your only like?
I have also said other things.
Okay, I have one more.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Lorenzo Lamas, the dad, Brooklyn's dad, and here's why.
Not Brooklyn's dad.
Oh, you're right. I have Brooklyn's dad. Not Paul's dad. Jared's dad.
Yeah.
Look, I found it believable that this man would be retired and depressed.
Yes.
And I was like, that's what this movie should have been about. Like, that would have been so much more interesting.
Jared's parents were so much more compelling to me. I related to them so much more. This goes back to listeners of our generation will understand. Yeah. The dynamic of their marriage has changed. The dynamic of his life has changed. They're struggling with that. I bought it all.
But that is where my likes end.
Well, let's talk wishes.
Okay. Jump in.
Well, I'm going to start small. I hate Mary and her dedication to professionalism while also encouraging her reporter to become like the National Enquirer and dig up dirt on a business owner that nobody knows or cares about.
Brooklyn's boss is my number one dislike of this movie.
The story, his past, is only compelling if anybody has a clue who he is. Nobody cares that a stranger doesn't believe in love.
Right. Right. My notes say your reporter is there to cover the balloon festival.
That is the story.
Not the love life or whatever of
somebody who... Small lives matter, people. I'm not suggesting that your life needs to be big and you need to be famous for your life to be important. It's not newsworthy. My life, the details of my life are important to me.
Right. But that's what made me laugh too, is like, Jared, bro, he calls the boss and is like, yeah, you can come interview, but don't ask me any of these questions. You're not Lady Gaga. You don't get like what makes you think that anybody is going to to be interested.
Yeah, and now you've given her the information. It's like, don't look inside this box. Well, I didn't care it was in the box until you told me not to look there.
Right, exactly. Well, I thought that was so stupid. What's her name again? Mary?
Yep. That's what my notes say. I don't know.
She was so comically awful.
Yeah.
Like awful as a boss. And first of all, Brooklyn just like took it. I was like, have some self-respect, first of all. Like, look, I know we're watching I'm not even calling this a Hallmark movie because this is not a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
It aired on Hallmark, not a Hallmark movie. But this boss was like so rude and awful, terrible.
Yeah. Agree.
I'm like, how do you live with yourself acting like that?
Yeah, she's the worst.
She was terrible. And I just hated, like, make it make sense to me. Like, she was like, oh, that's the story I want you to go after. I was like, that is so dumb on so many levels.
Yeah, it's not compelling.
You live in Seattle. I get they're covering a balloon festival, fiesta. It's a big deal. It happens every year, right?
Yeah.
But people from Seattle are not going to care about like whatever this mystery situation is.
Yeah, but that is
here.
a good point. Like, why are they sending this reporter from Seattle to report on this? Does it have enough national interest?
Does she work for like the nightly news, or is it like a, like back in
Good
the
Morning
day?
Seattle?
Yeah, is
That's
that what
unclear
we're
to me.
talking about?
I don't know. They may have said, but it didn't stick with me.
Okay. Brooklyn's career path is super confusing to me.
Yeah, shouldn't the business beat be more prestigious than the lifestyle beat?
I would think so.
I say this as a person who makes lifestyle content, so simmer down, people.
Yeah, I didn't understand. The boss was mad because Brooklyn was covering like a coffee spot, a business, right? But her approach was too lifestyle-y.
Yeah.
What?
It was like too casual. No puns.
No
fun.
I hated all those puns too, but like one is enough.
Yeah.
One is enough, everybody. But it didn't make sense to me. I just did not understand like what she was so eager about wanting to move into a lifestyle space. I don't get it.
Brooklyn needed to at least try to explain the misunderstanding. She doesn't. That's a complete sentence. She says, let me explain. And she says, how much did you hear? But not, wait, stop. We're adults. Listen to me for a minute. This is soap opera acting here. This is like every scene needs to be drawn out over the course of a week.
Well, look at her resume.
I understand, but it's soap opera directing too, where there are soap opera watchers in my house. And so a scene is never complete. They'll say like, what are you doing here? And then they'll stand and stare at each other and then they'll cut to the next scene. That's what it felt like to me, because when Jared hears her on the phone with her boss, first of all, she's saying, I'm not going to do a story about him. That's what she is saying. She walks outside, says, what do you hear? And he's like, I'm done. Not, hey, this is so easily handled. She doesn't even try.
Yeah. I hear your frustration.
He doesn't even ask. He just assumes.
I know. I have another wish, but I think it fits here. I felt like this movie came across as like the writer was somebody who was trying to replicate what a Hallmark movie is, but at its like worst version of it, like its rough draft version of it. Because, and I said earlier, this is not a Hallmark movie. Like Hallmark has come such a long way.
Yeah.
And they make really good movies. And here we have been like tooting the Hallmark horn for what feels like years about like, oh no, Hallmark is not your like grandma's Hallmark anymore. This is your grandma's Hallmark movie.
This is the so bad it's good. Like you watch it.
No, this was so bad it's bad. This was not good by any means.
I agree with you, but it's so bad that it gives you enough to talk about. It's so bad that it's entertaining in the fact that there's so much to talk about. Like, may I?
Go ahead.
The green screen ballooning.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going somewhere else, but okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could talk about that too. We'll get there. But the green screen ballooning is so bad. I don't know why they wouldn't do a full rewrite at that moment and be like, this is so bad we can't include it. There are some bad green screen moments in a lot of these movies we watch, even good movies, like, or decent movies, right? This was so bad. It was like I don't know the style of animation where there's like a cutout of an item and it's like wiggling in front of the background.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm talking about? I'm doing some hand motions here. And the fact that they do it twice, and when they do the proposal in the balloon, it's so bad. It's so bad.
It's embarrassingly bad.
That truly, were this my movie and I saw that, I'd be like, that's got to go. They can't. I understand the whole point is that at some point they got to go up in the balloon, but we cannot send them up in these balloons.
I'm a little bit concerned because the director of this movie also directed the Sue Thomas FBI series that we are.
Oh, you thought that was going to be a real Critics' Choice Award winning?
No, I don't think so. But I'm like, maybe he can make something good out of it. Like, but this was terrible.
Truly
terrible. I had a hard time connecting with any of these characters. One, the chemistry just was not there between like our two leads.
Yeah.
At all. And two, I'm going to let you talk about it, but Brooklyn's wig was so freaking distracting that that's all I could see when she was on screen.
I mean, what else is there to say about it?
Well, on the Hallmark Facebook page, lots of people have stuff to say about the wig. And some people don't even realize it's a wig. It was a wig, right?
I think it's a wig, but it had real dark roots, which was a real choice for a wig, I thought. Look, like sometimes life happens, like your roots get dark. I don't understand that choice on a wig. It's not like a smudgy root, like like that's a look. That's not what this was.
No, this was like your bleach blonde grow out.
I don't like it when your hair doesn't move.
No, it was just terrible. It was super distracting.
It was the heiress and the handyman all over again.
Worse. 100 times worse.
What is this one? What is this woman's name?
Mackenzie Westmore. Yeah. Look at IMDb. Gorgeous picture of her.
Yes. She's so cute.
Right.
She's so cute. That wig was, oh my gosh. Like this hair she has in her IMDb photo, she must be so mad.
I would be furious.
She's like, look at how cute I am. And look what you did to me.
And that's what anybody is talking about. Ish. I mean, people are talking about other things too, but I'm not going to get into it.
Nope, not doing it. Do you have any more wishes? Because I got lots of did you see that?
No, I'm done, but I do have 2 did you see that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, there's a few. Let's start with the fact that they're dressed like it's the middle of winter, which it's December in Albuquerque.
It was probably cold, right?
You could see their breath at times. But the International Balloon Festival in 2025 will be held in October this year. So I assume the 2024 festival held around the same time. The average temperatures in Albuquerque in October range between a low of 45 and a high of 74. Those are not temperatures that warrant full winter coats and beanies and all of the weather. And my question is, if we have to make our actors sweat in the summer, this is an acquisition, so they didn't know when it was going to be aired, but it's chronologically illogical.
Sure.
And it's part of the May for Moms lineup, which, by the way, Hallmark, I'd like a do-over. Your May for Moms lineup includes 2 acquisitions and 3 re-airs. I feel offended.
Totally.
4 re-airs, actually, with 1 Jane Mysteries tossed in. But that is just one. The outfits do not match the supposed time period.
I agree. They should have, if they were going to air this on Hallmark at another time, it should be in October, maybe. But even then, maybe November. But then we're in Christmas, and so that wouldn't work.
They just were shoving it in. This was a shoehorn situation.
Seriously. I want to talk about the beanie that coworker Elise wears night and day, inside it or outside. Always has a beanie on.
She looks like an elf.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like at one point it's like folded over and I was like, that looks like an elf beanie.
I just felt like costume department was like, we're going to lean in on the fact that we're from the Pacific Northwest And that's what you do. You wear beanies in Seattle. It just is so stupid to me.
But hers was more like a fashion beanie. It wasn't keeping her. It was just like
it was like on the back of her head. Yeah. Yeah. At all times. Like when they're doing that like karate thing. Why are you wearing a beanie? I don't understand.
Taekwondo. I'm sure somebody will come into our comments.
It was, yeah, whatever that like martial arts thing that they were doing.
During the drone show, our two leads are having a conversation and lights are flashing on their face during the drone show, kind of like you would see like during fireworks.
Yeah.
But when they cut to the drone show, it's not bright enough to be like flashing bright reds and greens all over their face. They were like using like a firework effect when one was not warranted.
You think like somebody was just like off screen, like throwing lasers on their face or something? I don't know. Maybe they did it in post. I don't know.
I don't know.
My last did you see that is from IMDb. I saw this comment. I did my own Google research because ages aren't always reported accurately on the internet, which we learned with our friend of the show,
Erica Tuvley.
Yes. But it is reported that Paul Greene is 50 years old. He was born in 1974. And Gail O'Grady, who played his mother, is reportedly 62 years old, born in 1963, making her 11 years older than him.
Well,
why?
Because men can be hot and handsome at any age.
Ugh. Okay, what else do you have?
My last one is just that the song that plays during the closing credits was being sung by Paul Greene.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting take. I didn't catch that at all.
Well, it was notable to me when it started playing, so I Shazammed that.
Did you? It actually came up?
Yeah, it took a long time. I had to do it twice. Shazam had to think real hard about
I'm having a hard time finding this one.
Hey, what did you rate Love in the Clouds?
I gave it 1 star for Albuquerque.
1.5 stars for the balloon.
I almost gave it 0 stars. Wow. And I was like, could I get away giving a 0-star movie?
Wow.
I don't want to be a full hater, but this was terrible.
Agree. Okay. Thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, we love your 5-star ratings and reviews. You can leave reviews in the Apple Podcast app like our friend Jen Jupiter did, even if that's not the app you're using to listen to this podcast. We'll be back with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.
The cultural phenomenon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back with an all-new season coming to Hulu May 15th.
Where is everyone at? Mom talk has gotten to a really hostile point.
Demi's willing to kick Jesse out of the group.
I feel like I'm working into a lion's den.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Mom talk is turning on each other left and right.
The police are here. I can't see this going any other way but a pure bloodbath.
This is so toxic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, streaming on Hulu May 15th.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
The cultural phenomenon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back with an all-new season coming to Hulu May 15th.
Where is everyone at? Mom talk has gotten to a really hostile point.
Demi's willing to kick Jesse out of the group.
I feel like I'm working into a lion's den.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Mom talk is turning on each other left and right.
The police are here. I can't see this going any other way but a pure bloodbath.
This is so toxic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, streaming on Hulu May 15th.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The cultural phenomenon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back with an all-new season coming to Hulu May 15th.
Where is everyone at? Mom talk has gotten to a really hostile point.
Demi's willing to kick Jesse out of the group.
I feel like I'm working into a lion's den.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Mom talk is turning on each other left and right.
The police are here. I can't see this going any other way but a pure bloodbath.
This is so toxic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives streaming on Hulu May 15th.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The cultural phenomenon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back with an all-new season coming to Hulu May 15th.
Where is everyone at? Mom talk has gotten to a really hostile point.
Demi's willing to kick Jesse out of the group.
I feel like I'm working into a lion's den.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Mom talk is turning on each other left and right.
The police are here. I can't see this going any other way but a pure bloodbath.
This is so toxic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives streaming on Hulu May 15th.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The cultural phenomenon The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is back with an all-new season coming to Hulu May 15th.
Where is everyone at? Mom talk has gotten to a really hostile point.
Demi's willing to kick Jesse out of the group.
I feel like I'm working into a lion's den.
It's gonna get messy, for sure.
Mom talk is turning on each other left and right.
The police are here. I can't see this going any other way but a pure bloodbath.
This is so toxic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives streaming on Hulu May 15th.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.